Good morning children, welcome back to our economic online classes. We were discussing about methods of national income measurement. We had completed two methods that are value added method and income method, in which we had studied that in value added method national income measured on the point of view of final value of goods and services. Then in income method measurement of national income carried out on the basis of income received for the factors of production. So you have to study one more method, that is expenditure method. So today we will discuss about expenditure method of national income measurement. Let us enter into the class. So first the third method is expenditure method. Expenditure method is also called flow of expenditure method, consumption and investment method, income disposal method, etc. In expenditure method, it measures the final expenditure on gross domestic product at market prices during a year. That means expenditure method of estimating national income takes into account various heads under which an economy spends the amount it receives or earns from different sources. So there are four components of final expenditure. They are private final consumption expenditure, that is PFCE, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic capital formation and net domestic capital formation, and also net export, X minus M. Here X indicates the export and M is for import. Okay. So let's have a detailed discussion on these components of final expenditure. So first one, private final consumption expenditure. Final consumption by the private households or private firms is either by the consumer households or by private non-profit institutions serving households. So private financial consumption expenditure by households include expenditure on new durable and non-durable goods. That is, for example, new car purchased by a household, new shirt purchased by a household, etc. Imputed gross rent of owner-occupied buildings, food grains and other items produced for final consumption. Then benefits like wage and salaries, rent-free accommodation, non-durable goods and services received in kind. Then the next net money value of gifts received in kind, direct purchase of households abroad, and also deduct net sale of second-hand goods, and also deduct sale of scraps and wastes. Then the private final consumption expenditure by non-profit institution serving household includes expenditure on the purchase of goods and services, compensation of employees, net value of gifts in kind received from the government, production enterprises and the rest of the world, and deduct net sale of second-hand goods and also sale of scraps and waste. Okay, then the next component is government financial or government final consumption expenditure. The final consumption expenditure of the government is the net current expenditure on goods and services incurred in providing services of government administrative department. That is the expenditure incurred by the government. And it is estimated by considering the items like expenditure on intermediate consumption by the government, expenditure on compensation of employee, that is wage and salaries in cash and kind, and consumption of fixed capital, that is depreciation, expenditure on direct purchase of goods and services abroad, and deduct receipts from sale of goods and services by the government. So these are the items included in government final consumption expenditure. Then the next one, gross domestic capital formation and net domestic capital formation. So it is the investment expenditure. Capital formation is otherwise known as investment. So it is the investment expenditure made by households, firms and the government in domestic territory of the country. We have already studied that investment or capital formation can be further divided into fixed investment and change in inventories. Therefore, there are two components. There are two divisions of gross domestic capital formation. They are gross domestic fixed capital formation and change in stock. So what is gross domestic capital formation? It is defined as the sum of gross domestic fixed capital formation and change in stock or change in inventory in a year. So it has two components, that are gross domestic fixed capital formation and change in stock. So what is gross domestic fixed capital formation? It is a sum total of all the fixed assets purchased in the domestic territory of the country along with imports of fixed assets from abroad and imputed value of assets for the on account production. So it includes purchase of new assets in the domestic market, import of new assets, on account production of new assets, purchase of new houses by consumer households, and net purchase of second hand physical assets from abroad. Okay, then gross domestic fixed capital formation are further classified into first one, business fixed investment, that is BFI. It deals with the fixed investment expenditure made by firm on factory, building and premises. That is the construction of factories or firms, etc. That is a business fixed investment. The second one, residential construction investment. It defined as the fixed investment expenditure made by the households on the net addition made to their fixed residential or housing facility, or the construction of residence or house, that is included in residential construction investment. And also the third classification is public investment. It refers to the fixed nature of capital formation or investment made by the government in the direction of ensuring general welfare. For example, construction of hospital, construction of dams, that all included in public and investment. These are the classification of gross domestic fixed capital formation or gross domestic fixed investment. Then the next one is change in stock or inventory. So what is change in stock? The stock means the value of unsold goods. So change in stock means the difference between closing stock and opening stock during an accounting year. So investment on such stock or inventories is called inventory investment. Okay, the investment on inventories is called inventory investment. Then the next one is net domestic capital formation. If we get gross domestic capital formation, we can calculate net domestic capital formation by deducting depreciation. So GDCF, that is gross domestic capital formation minus depreciation, is equal to net domestic capital formation. Then the next component is net export. That is, it is the excess of export of goods and services over the import of goods and services by the economy. That is, net export is equal to export minus import. That is X minus M. It is the expenditure on domestic product. Again, so when we add all these components, all this expenditure, we will get GDP MP. That is, GDP MP in expenditure method can be calculated by adding up all the expenditure. That is, expenditure incurred by private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic fixed capital formation, then change in stock. Here delta S is the change in stock. Delta is denoted for change. Change in S, that is change in stock plus export minus import, that is net export. If we get GDP-MP, we can calculate NNP-FC. How? That is GDP-MP minus depreciation minus NIT plus NFIA. It is the NNP-FC or national income. Okay. So these are the components of expenditure, final expenditure. Then steps in expenditure method. What are the steps included in expenditure method? The first step is identification of economic unit incurring final expenditure. Okay. It involves identification of economic unit incurring final expenditure. So what are the different economic units? They are households, firm, government sector and rest of the world. Okay, the economic sector involves household, firm, government and rest of the world. So identification of these is the first step in expenditure method. Then the second step involves classification of final expenditure into different categories. That is classification of final expenditure into different categories. So the categories are first one, final consumption expenditure. That includes private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure. So final consumption expenditure incurred by private sector and also government sector. Then the second category is final investment expenditure. So investment include gross domestic fixed capital formation and change in stock. That is the second category. Then the third category is net export. That is export minus import. So classification of this expenditure into different categories is the second step. Then the third step is the measurement of final expenditure. That is measurement of GDP-MP. It is the sum of private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic fixed capital formation, change in stock and net export. So when we add all these factors, we will get GDP-MP. Then the fourth step is the measurement of national income that we have already discussed. How can we calculate NNP-FC or national income from GDP-MP? National income or NNP-FC is equal to GDP-MP minus depreciation minus NIT plus NFIA. Or we can written as NNP-FC is equal to, what is GDP-MP in expenditure method? The sum of private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, gross domestic fixed capital formation and change in stock and also net export, and we will get GDP-MP. From this GDP-MP, deduct depreciation and NIT and also add NFIA, we will get NNP-FC. Okay. So NNP-FC in expenditure method is private final consumption expenditure plus government final consumption expenditure plus gross domestic fixed capital formation plus change in stock. That is the gross domestic fixed capital formation plus change in stock is the domestic capital formation. Then also add net export, X minus M minus depreciation minus NIT plus NFIA. So these are the steps involved in expenditure method. Next, precautions to be taken while using expenditure method. The precautions are: expenditure on second-hand goods is not to be included in the final consumption expenditure. Then the second one, to avoid issue of double counting, only final expenditure is to be taken into account. Then the third one, Gross investment is included in total expenditure. Then gross investment includes replacement, that is depreciation also. Then the next, imputed value of goods and services must be taken into account. Then the next, expenditure on acquisition of finance capital, that is purchase and sale of bonds and share, etc., is not to be included in the national income because they are mere paper claims. Then the last one, government expenditure on old age pension, that is transfer payment of government like old age pension, scholarship, unemployment allowances, etc. are not to be included in the national income accounting. So these are the precautions of national income measurement in expenditure method. So children, that was today's section. So today we have discussed about expenditure method of national income measurement. In expenditure method, national income measured in the point of view of total spending of an economy or total expenditure incurred by various components. The components are private expenditure, government expenditure, investment expenditure and net export. When we sum up all this expenditure incurred by this component, we will get GDP MP, and from GDP MP we can calculate national income or NNP-HC. I hope you understood the calculation of national income in expenditure method. So students, as usual, you have to watch the URL, attend the test paper, download your notes, read it and study it well. We will meet at the next class. Until then, bye. Thank you.